All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, last week, the government of Qatar wrote to the government of Nigeria declining Tinubu's request to visit Qatar for an economic summit. But the Nigerian government decided that they were going to go ahead with the visit, even if it's not going to be a summit per se. Seeing the desperation, the government of Qatar decided that, well, let us receive them. And as such, Tinubu traveled to Qatar. But you know how it is anytime these APC people travel. They don't ever travel without leaving behind a negative talking point. Remember during Buhari regime when he traveled to Germany and said Nigerians were corrupt, and that thing affected the image of this country throughout his 8 years. For the president to come out and say that the people of Nigeria are corrupt. This time around, Tinubu went to Qatar and he dropped another bomb confirming the corruption of the people of this country. Before I show you how he said it and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this update. As at 2021, the population of Ukraine was 43.79 million people. So there are most probably still less than 60 million people now. And currently, Ukraine is a country at war with Russia. But can you believe that Ukraine, a country where they fight war, is now supplying food to help fight hunger in Nigeria? And Peter Obi has come out to express displeasure and sadness at the disgrace of Nigeria having to collect food aid from Ukraine. Look at how the papers reported it. It's national disgrace. Nigeria is receiving food assistance from war-torn Ukraine, Obi. Peter Obi of Labour Party says it is disheartening and a national disgrace that war-torn Ukraine is donating food to Nigeria. Mr. Obi on Monday on X commended the Ukrainian government for supporting Nigeria. It is disheartening that our once economically confident nation, blessed with vast arable land and abundant natural resources, now relies on a war-torn Ukraine for food assistance, Mr. Obi said. This national disgrace stems from years of leadership failure, necessitating urgent reflection and a reordering of our national priorities and resource management and allocation. Last week, Ukraine donated 25,000 tons of wheat as emergency food assistance to 1.3 million vulnerable, crisis-affected people in northeast Nigeria amidst rising inflation and food price spikes. Mr. Obi added, Nigeria must aggressively reorder our priorities by investing resources in productive sectors like agriculture. The former Anambra governor said, addressing insecurity is crucial for farmers to return to their fields, enabling a productive manufacturing sector and supporting small businesses. As a result of inflation, food prices have spiked to an unbearable level, forcing Nigerians to protest in Niger, Kano, Osun, Ibadan, and Lagos, calling on the government to alleviate their sufferings. Now, Peter Obi was absolutely right there. A country of 60 million people that is ravaged by war, supplying food to a country of over 200 million people that is not at war. A country with arable land and favorable climatic condition, having to depend on food aid from a country ravaged by war is a total disgrace. And it just shows abject failure of leadership. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here says, it is beyond disgrace. In fact, Nigeria should be giving them instead. That is it. And this tweet here says, it is a disgrace. It is embarrassing. It is humiliating and utterly disgusting. This is a country that used to rush aids to disaster-stricken parts of the world. This is a country that used to generously donate to other countries. This is a proof that leaders of this country have shamefully constituted themselves into a devastating disaster. That is what APC has brought upon this country. It never used to be like this. And this tweet here says, no active politician in current government will swallow this truth. It is too bitter for them, but that is the reality. God bless Peter Obi. And this tweet by Olasupo Jake says, Tinubu should stop going abroad. Nigeria can harvest rice, maize, and wheat in 6 months if he leads by example and provides security for farmers, especially in the states considered to be the food basket of the nation. That is it. It is so simple, but they will never do it. And this tweet by Ademola says, in the time of war, Ukraine still send us food. That means this hunger war is far more than ammunition war. Oh! Tinubu to Qatari investors. Report to me if any Nigerian official demands bribe, obstructs progress. Tinubu has assured the international business community that Nigeria is ready for serious business, as his administration will sanction anyone who undermines investor confidence in the Nigerian economy. He pledged to remove all the bottlenecks standing in the way of profitable and legitimate enterprise. Speaking at the Nigeria-Qatar Business and Investment Forum in Doha on Sunday, Tinubu told Qatari investors that Africa's largest economy and its systems are being reformed and upgraded. He asked Qatar's captains of industry to report any government official who demands a bribe or any form of inducement at any point in their business endeavor, moving forward with full assurance of their direct access to the president's office. A statement signed by Chief Ajuri Ngelale, special advisor to the president on media and publicity, on Sunday said. He said, I am here to give you the assurance that reforms are going on. Forget about whatever you heard in the past. Whatever is the obstacle or problem that some of you might have experienced, it is in the past, because there is no obstacle in the future. Do not offer a bribe to any of our people. And if it is requested or taken from you, report to us. You will have access to me. Nigeria will no longer be defined by the past, but by what we do now and moving forward. Do not let perceptions become a hindrance to your will to invest. Now, this may sound like something very sweet to hear, but no potential investor wants to hear that your people are bribe takers, your people are corrupt, you are the good person that they should come and report to. This is not a school prefect relationship. This is not a class captain and class member relationship. They are talking about investment. They will not be dealing with you. They will be dealing with other Nigerians. What you are supposed to do is to promote the image of the country. If you give them an impression that they are coming to deal with corrupt people, but they can report to you, it means the systems are not working, and nobody wants to come and put their money in systems that are not working. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. And this tweet here says, meaning in simple terms that he is aware that all his cabinet members are corrupt and receive bribes. He knows that Gbajabiamila must go there and ask for money. And that is why he's telling them. And this tweet here says, a very big joke. Bad has already revealed how corruption is embedded in Nigeria. And this tweet here says, investors are like bees. They go to where there is honey. You don't respect rule of law. Insecurity is on the rise. No favorable business environment. How do you expect them to come? They are never going to come. You can't sweet talk investors into coming. They will look around and see if the environment is conducive. And this tweet by Akimola Olu says, pretending to be active abroad but inactive here in Nigeria, they will not be deceived, but they are aware of the conditions of things in Nigeria. Come back home and solve the hunger problem. And this tweet by Beth says, almost all the investors in Nigeria took losses this month end. Do they think those people don't read or study the market? An investor will always consult to check the probable output of an investment. That is it. You can't deceive them. And Akin here replied by saying, you are correct. If the president doesn't know, the presidency should know. And if both don't know, then Nigeria and Nigerians are in trouble. And this tweet here says, this is very sad. The investors will run away from such a country that only the president has the power to tell MC Oluomo to stop collecting unnecessary taxes because your institutions are weak. When something happens to the president, their investment is left hanging and insecure. That is it. You are coming to tell them that your cabinet members are corrupt. They are going to ask for bribes. So if they are trying to bring those bribe talk, they should come and report to you. It doesn't work that way. You have given out your system the same way Buhari went to Germany and said that Nigerian youths are lazy. Then he went to UK and said Nigerians are corrupt. Then the UK said, you people are fantastically corrupt, not just corrupt. That is it. And who are even the kings of this corruption, if not the APC? Now, with their own hands, with their own mouths, they are still going abroad to demarket Nigeria. What a shame. But we have said it, there is no way out. This is how Nigerians will continue to wallow in backwardness until they can put themselves together and kick these guys out of power. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.